The morning loop, it starts right now.
Morning, fellas. Happy Thanksgiving. If you're here, live with us instead of still in bed, that already says a lot. Some of you are traveling, some of you are hosting, some of you are just trying not to burn the turkey or the group chat. Doesn't matter if your table's packed today or it's just you in a quiet house. You still get to decide how you show up.
Gratitude isn't pretending everything's perfect. It's picking a few things you refuse to take for granted, even when life's heavy.
So this morning, we're gonna get you a little more grounded, a little more present, and a lot less on autopilot. Coffee in hand, plate incoming, and a couple of good conversations to set the tone before the chaos hits. Settle in, take a breath, let's get to work and be thankful on purpose today. By the way, Keith, how's the meeting yesterday?
Yeah, Preston, I made it. I made it through the meeting. Just like I'm sure Johnny made it through the day yesterday. What's going on, brother?
What's up, brother? How are you doing this morning?
I'm fantastic. Nice to see you there. It looks like, hey, nation, let's just call it out for what it is. Johnny's still in Northern California, and he's still cold because he's still got his snowsuit on.
No shit, brother. No shit. Hey, check this out. Yesterday was kind of a cool, it was, I guess you call it a cool, I don't know, how about you call it a landmark?
Oh, tell me.
You and I, because I think that might have been the first conversation, obviously very respectful, great conversation where we actually locked a few horns.
Oh, it was a great conversation. So it's funny because I didn't. So this is awesome. So I didn't interpret it as a locking of horns. I took it as what I desire. And I think what you desire is actually a good back and forth dialogue where we can be respectful. We can put topics on the table, and something you've taught me, and I think we've taught each other. It's really not about being right. It's about having a conversation with respect.
I should probably define lock horns. We've never actually taken an opposite. We'll create conversation with two sides.
Yes.
For us to actually fully support in the beginning of a conversation, two sides. I don't know. I don't think that's ever happened.
You know what? You're right, because I reflected on it too. I was taking the garbage out yesterday morning, and I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, wow, that was, because I got to be honest, I enjoyed it, and I don't mean that. I mean that in a stimulating way.
Me too. It was a first because it wasn't one of us pretending to honor a side that we really didn't believe. To create a conversation. It was we had found different pieces of information that we were basically arguing, but calling it a good way.
You know what I love about that? I'm really glad you brought that up because it was actually on my notes today too to bring it up with you. My goal is to find more topics like that, and not necessarily between you and I, but more topics that will generate, I don't know, a strong point of view, right? And then using the tools we have to our disposal to maybe bring them on the table and have a conversation about it. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. It was great.
Listen to this, dude.
Yeah.
So we're on YouTube. We're having this conversation, right?
Yes.
So yesterday, I ended up going to my YouTube looking for, I can't remember what I was looking for.
Yeah.
And, your feed starts populating shit.
Yes.
What do I see? I see that it's just fucking like 20 years ago, and I can't remember what they called them. It was like the head leaders of the nicotine companies. They call them like Seven Dwarfs or some bullshit like that.
Yes.
They had them on the stand, and the answer was one simple question, and they all denied it. And at that time, we were like, "You fucking liars!" Right? And the question was, is nicotine addictive?
I remember that actually.
Nicotine is not addictive. And then they went to the other old fucker. No, nicotine is not addictive. And we were like, you fucking liars.
Yeah. That was Congress. I remember that because you and I were growing up with that when they were all called to the table going, oh, you guys are killing Americans, right? I remember that whole thing.
Yeah. Crazy, dude.
That is crazy. That's absolutely crazy. It's interesting because, oh shit, I lost my train of thought here. It'll come back to me. It'll absolutely come back to me. No, like I said, I thought it was great. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good dialogue. Oh, I know what it was. Like you. So I know we are both the same with what I'm going to say next. We both do not want to put out incorrect information. I know you're passionate about that, but that's why you ask so many questions, because you're like, I don't want to put somebody in a spot where they're getting the wrong information, and neither do I.
Yeah.
And you and I have created this platform that goes every single day. right? And we're live. And with that, we create trust. I know, speaking on behalf of you and I, we do not want to put something out there that somebody's like, hey, well, Keith and Jon said this, and they're supposed to be the truthful guys. So that's why I kind of wanted to revisit some of the topics yesterday, not to backtrack, but just to continue validating what you and I believe in, which is truth.
Yeah, in that conversation, had I taken a slightly different stance, because really my stance is nicotine is not what we once thought it was.
Yes. Well said.
That's
100%.
my stance.
Yeah. Yes.
And is it addictive like we were raised to believe? I don't believe so. It was demonized. It was it was the fall guy for all the fucking other nasty shit that they were trying to hide in the fucking cancer sticks.
Right.
But either way, we're finding that there's actually positive benefits now when before there was no such thing.
Yes. Well, and I think what this shines a light on is all of this additional information that is so readily available now at our fingertips. Again, you and I grew up with 4 channels, and it's like, hey, if that channel said this, it must be the truth. Now we have the ability. You and I are having conversation in real time, and there's Holroyd digging out into Gemini himself and saying, yeah, you guys are both right with this. So, and that, again, what I loved about yesterday, brother, was the power of this live show. Let's follow this through. If somebody would have recorded that as a podcast, that's not really engaging. That's just 2 guys sitting in a room making a recording. You see what I mean? So we had a live conversation, and we got seasoned strength going, geez, what did I miss yesterday? So, we can generate more of that kind of dialogue, especially with this information so readily available to us now in real time. And like I said, I was awesome, man. I was very fulfilled by that conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
How was mom? How was mom yesterday?
She's good. She's good. Everything was good. Yeah, we had another nice day.
Yeah.
I had a few things that popped up that I had to handle yesterday, which was kind of sucked, because I had a day really kind of laid back. But
I know you did.
When you're fucking running multiple companies, and something comes up or you have to deal with it, there's nothing you can do but basically get the team reorchestrated real quick. So that was a little bit of I shouldn't say a bummer, but I guess it was just one of those things where I had to stay engaged about another 2 hours more than I thought.
Oh, so you didn't get your nap in yesterday after the show?
I did get a nap. Well, no, I did get that nap. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But then when I went to, I took that nap because I was like, I don't have much to do.
Yeah.
Get over to my mom's and just kind of start hanging out and fucking on the way over there. I'm like, God damn it. I got fucking slapped with something I had to handle.
Yeah.
But that's just the nature of being an entrepreneur.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have no guests
take that shit over commuting to work every day.
Fuck, man, 100%. And I think our guest yesterday, who was awesome, by the way, kind of had the same feeling after she gave up her corporate career. She's like, fuck that. And she did her own thing, right? So, which was pretty cool. Hey, here's a question for you with mom. I'm curious to know if you feel the same way as I do. When you see when you see mom, you go hang out with mom, and when I go to my mom and dad's, do you find yourself as 53-year-old Jon sometimes reverting back to even mentally, like, I don't know, you're 12 again or you're 15 again, and your mom's like this superhero where time has stopped? Like, do you ever go through that where you're like, geez, I'm not the 53-year-old dad with kids and accomplish everything. You're kind of like the young man again. Do you ever go through that?
That's funny you asked that, because I would say that just recently stopped for me.
It did, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, because I think, I don't know, there's probably a multitude of reasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think as like, I don't, you ever, it's like as she gets older.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I saw this when I was younger too, but as I get older, I see it more. She's a little bit more, how would I say? Like she watches too much news, right? She gets herself too wound up with news, right? And so, there's a certain level of, okay, you start to realize that you are not that individual,
Yep.
And
so
then at that point, start to, I still always am very, very careful. I always want to make her happy. I want to please her, but at the same time, I probably I probably danced too much. Now I don't dance like I used to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I get you.
I just tell her, say, look, I don't watch that shit.
Yes. Yeah. It was funny.
She would say, you need to stay informed. And I say, I just watch enough, Mom.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. I do a show with Keith who keeps me informed with stupid bullshit that keeps me with stuff I need to know.
She said, well, what about your business? Don't you need? I said, well, I have people that are on top of that for me. And when I need to know something, they bring it to me.
Yeah. Season Strength says it's almost like your parents become your children. It's true. It's absolutely true. And it's funny. I had a lunch meeting yesterday, Johnny. I was teasing on the show yesterday, and this exact conversation came up because so we're all in our we were all in our 40s and 50s yesterday for lunch, and they were commenting on their parents and the older people around them. All they do is watch the news, and all they do is bitch about the negative stuff in the world, and they don't just change the channel. And it was funny because exactly what you said, which is they're all complaining about their older clients. I will call them saying, I just watched something and we should sell NVIDIA. And I'm using whatever example, right? But it's just this whole idea, this singular mindset that somebody on CNN said this, or somebody on Fox said this. And it's just this singular mindset where it's like, right. So it's funny, actually.
Well, you know what? She's really good about not bitching, for sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's really okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not a bitcher. But what she's I think what it comes down to for her is she feels like, and she's very clear in her purpose. She's like, I don't have much time left, and I left, and I feel like my purpose is to contribute as much as I can to the world before I go.
Wow.
And she feels like right now, she feels like, as she says, the world it's breaking apart right now to restructure. And so it's like she's very worried about the direction of things for all of her kids and grandkids. I think probably that's the worry. You know, she's always preaching about togetherness and, you know, and she's really good about pointing out the good.
Yeah.
But she definitely gets all sucked into the politics of it. Holy smokes.
Well, interesting to hear you say, though, when this 90-year-old mother comments that the world is breaking apart right now, and could she, or reordering, like, could she not be more correct, right?
Yeah, it's chaos period. She's big on, you know, recognizing that there are periods where things have to go through the chaos period so they can restructure. You know, if things don't break, they can't get rebuilt better.
Awesome. Yeah. That's exactly it. And it's funny because that's where I know a lot of us have struggles, right? Because when we have uncertainty, we have anxiety. And right now the world's going through a reshuffle, which creates a lot of anxiety for everybody. Your retirement savings, your savings, the future. Listen, I got a topic today that there's you'll find this fascinating. So, and we know this, but until we kind of think about it, we don't know this. But MIT, Johnny, has been studying millions upon millions of jobs in the US and what the impact would be, you know, with AI. And they're talking 17 million, but we'll get to that a little bit later on in the show. But so that's just my point, is that this anxiety causes people to have stress. And I think what we like to preach and talk about on the show is and I talked about with Carter yesterday, what you do have control over is yourself, your own agency. Yeah. So you can choose.
And that's exactly what I tell her. I say, look, my contribution to the world is to lead by example.
Yes.
Change as many lives. I change as many lives can one by one.
Yeah.
And she can't argue with that. What's she gonna say? Well, you need to watch the news.
I'll tell you something.
She's also really big on if she feels like if you're contributing and if you're a contributor and if your heart is in the right space, that to her is really all that she looks for in a person.
It sounds to me, I haven't met Mom, but in meeting Mom through you, it sounds to me like, and you'll love this because we both subscribe to this and you've heard me say it before, but Mom is clearly actively living instead of actively waiting to die. Because we know there's a lot of people that get to a certain age where they're just waiting to die. And it sounds to me like, no, Mom's got more work to do on the planet.
No, she's still taking classes and going to school.
That's so awesome.
She has so many fucking degrees. It's crazy. She leads meditation groups. There's all sorts of crazy shit.
That's so good.
Hey,
so good.
Speaking of loved ones, where the fuck's Mart?
I see him there in the room. So he texted me last night. He's going to be here today. I know he's here. It's fucking. So yeah. Well, hey, Johnny, he's the young punk. He can hear us. So man, you know, he's the young dude. I'm sure he'll be showing up here in a few moments.
Is he here?
Yeah, he's there in the green room.
Marty came in, but I didn't see him pop up.
Yeah, so I haven't seen him either, but I know he's in the green room there. His camera's not on, but I know he's in the green room back there. Maybe you can hear it, maybe you can't. I'm not too sure. But you're right, Season.
So he just popped in and said, we're here. I'm like, he's just telling us I'm here. I'm just not ready to come on yet.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah.
He's big leaguers. It's like he won't come out of his dressing room.
Actually, I sent Marty a note last night. I said, Marty, Johnny's stuck in the room sleeping with Terry, so he has to be quiet so we can jump all over Johnny tomorrow. So he was with me. Hey,
Terry was actually up moving around. She was up moving around a little while ago. So I'm a little louder right now.
I got some gratitude today, man. Just quickly, I got to share with you in the last 24 hours. So as you know, I've been developing this platform for our business, like basically the platform to build the show and then have others build it. And I built that last week, and I found the developers working with us now. And, you know, he spent some time on the show yesterday listening. He's like, holy shit, this is awesome. But then yesterday, there's been somebody working with me for a while, and she's talented, extremely brilliant, just got her law degree over there in the Philippines. And I got to be honest, man, I'm just gonna say it out loud in the air here. I've been trying to get her to commit to work with us full time. So I've been trying. She's brilliant. So yesterday I was like, just fucking texting her. And I said, here's where it is. Here's what I got for you. Got up this morning. She's like, okay, I'll join full time. Like, yes. So I got it because my goal is to find smart, capable humans that can lean into the tools and then grow instead of having a lot of people that can't lean into the tools, right? So just smart, really capable humans. So Celine, welcome to full-time hanging out with us. I'm so happy to have you join and continue helping us grow this platform we're growing here. So, all right, Johnny, let's do this. Let's get into the conversation desk. Jimmy, Melissa, we got some topics to throw on the table. We'll do a quick little intro with the boys, and let's keep the show going here. Jimmy, let's roll it. Or not. Let's get to the first topic, Jimmy. Jimmy, throw it up for us to get after. Whatever you want to put on the screen.
Fitness apps are about to explode. The market jumps from 10 billion to 33 billion, and AI is basically driving the entire bus.
858 million downloads last year means everyone's tracking something. It's not niche anymore, it's normal.
Strava buying Runna tells you everything. AI coaching is the new playing field. Wearables plus personalization is turning into a fitness arms race.
So I know you're not a big app guy, but you know, we do pride ourselves in putting information out there that is important to everybody. And this is not surprising to you, and I'm sure not surprising to you either, but the fitness app market, I found quite surprising actually. So it's expected to triple over the next by 2023. It's right now. So when I say apps, like watch apps and just like different fitness apps to help people track their progress, right? Especially with more. And here's the thing that's happening is, you know, there's more biometric data that we're able to gather from ourselves, right? Through AirPods.
We're talking about distractions. Here's what we're talking about.
Yeah. So okay, let's go here. This is great.
I'm playing.
No. Actually, no. This is good though.
You keep these on the totem pole the way they're supposed to be. You got it. But that's
this is good.
This looking for an app. I'm going to download this app and I'm going to lose 50 pounds.
Yes. Well, so hey, we'll bring Marty in for this one. So Marty, when you're ready, bro, we'll bring Marty in. But this is good, Johnny, because it kind of even leans back a little bit to yesterday's like even nicotine discussion. So I know you have a strong stance on it, and I largely agree with it because I largely think that, like much of the fitness industry, we're always looking for something to convince people, right? So it's because we know the basics. There's nothing sexy about the basics. Get your sleep in, get your whole foods, and just do it repeat. So we always got to find things to get people excited about it. What's going on, Marty? Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
Hear me?
Yeah. How are you?
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Happy. I'm good. I'm great, baby. How you doing, baby? Happy Thanksgiving, guys. You know, looking forward to eating today.
You get your haircut. You look a little higher and tighter today.
You think so?
Something.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Maybe it might be the turtleneck.
Oh, that's it.
Maybe that's it.
It might be the turtleneck, man. You know, I usually don't wear turtlenecks. Less brunches, more crunches, turtlenecks, man.
Well, fuck, man. You gotta look at me, dude. I'm all fucking balled up over here too. Jesus
Johnny's in a fucking snowsuit, Marty. He's in a snowsuit. I'd like to see Johnny in a snowsuit. Actually, I would pay fucking lots of dollars to see Johnny in a jumper, a fucking snowsuit, man.
Well, you don't have to wait long, dude. We're shopping for a fucking snow cabin.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
I love it.
See, the difference is, so you two fuckers just get trapped in that shit because you live in these places.
Yes.
I'll drive 90 minutes to get there and then leave whenever I choose.
Marty can't leave DC right now because they locked DC down after what happened yesterday. They're like, no, you can't go anywhere. You guys are all stuck.
What happened?
There was an unfortunate incident. Some National Guard were shot in DC and unfortunately perished. So it's not a happy day for some folks in
Who
Washington.
shot him?
An alleged, I'll use that word, an alleged Afghani terrorist is how they described him.
Oh shit! So it was like someone on the street.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, they were standing on the corner. The guy came around the corner and shot him, and then nothing positive here this morning to lean into. But I will shift the
It's just a bitch though. I just want to say, man, I'm really sorry to that guy and there's family because that guy's just doing his job.
Yeah,
he showed up to work that day thinking he was going to man that corner or whatever his post was, just like any other day.
Yes,
and then fucking next thing you know, pow.
That's exactly it.
Over. And next thing, his wife and hopefully has enough kids.
John is a young lady. It was a young lady yet.
Oh, young lady. Jesus Christ. It just shows you how fragile fucking life can be, man.
It's so true. So true. Marty, you heard about it too, eh, brother?
Yeah, of course.
Well, yeah, how could you not?
Yeah, it's just sad people don't respect life, you know. They have zero respect for life. They'll just take someone's, life because of a political disagreement or, I'm cool with disagreeing, but I think as Americans, I don't know if this is in Canada too.
Oh yeah,
we just need to come together, and realize we're on the same team. We can disagree and be on the same team. Okay.
We've lost an ability to communicate. I'll simplify it as that, right? And Marty, you missed a great conversation yesterday. Keith and Johnny had a good dialogue, a back and forth. Johnny would describe it. He corrected himself, not as a locking of horns, but we had two strong points. We're talking nicotine, and we went back and forth.
I was trying to make some good fucking TV here, brother.
And it was great. It was awesome. But my point, Marty, is that to me, that's what yesterday's show is. What I think a lot is missing is that nobody wants to have a conversation. It's just like, if I don't agree with you, I tell you to fuck off. I storm out of the room and I go back into my own room where people can tell Keith he's right, and then we never arrive at the same decision, Marty. We just piss on each other nonstop, right?
Yeah, most people are still children. They're just adults.
Yeah. Yes,
they never fucking matured. You're still a child,
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Hey, so we started this chat here, Marty. So it's funny because I know, Marty, you've been playing around with Noom or just checking out maybe for your clients' sakes and so forth. But the global fitness app market is poised to explode by 2033, Marty, up to almost $11 billion. So it's $11 billion today. They're expecting it to go up to almost $40 billion in the next 7 years. Like,
that's what they're projecting it to?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So as John would say, maybe it's more distractions, or alternatively, it's just this reality that there's more data that we can gather on our humans than ever before. AirPods, glasses, watches. Did
y'all play the video I sent you yesterday?
No, we haven't. We have it, but we haven't played it just yet, though.
Oh, I was going to say something about it. I didn't know if you watched it yet. But so is Johnny thinking that this is going to be bullshit? A lot of these apps coming out and more money going into these apps, and these apps making more money.
No, I'll speak. I think John thinks it's a distraction.
Okay,
well, I think it's just if they get put on the totem pole in the right spot, they're helpful. Okay. And it's just like any other tool, Yeah. I mean, we're surrounded by tools, If you don't know how to use your tool,
I'm surrounded by two every morning. You too.
Fuck. If you're whipping out a fucking splitting maul to cut your fucking toenails, you got a problem.
Yes.
If you're whipping out a fucking app to lose 50 pounds, you think that's your answer, you got a problem. That app is and I'm speaking very generally here because it's these apps normally don't work on restructuring your habits.
Yes,
I agree.
Well, so
what about the happy drink? What about that? Is that like an app?
It changed my life.
I talked to him actually a couple of days after it, Marty, and it was fuck off, Marty.
Did he stick around to hear us talking about did he hear us voicing our opinions about the situation or no?
No. We're having laughter with love. We're just, as brothers, we like to tease each other.
Of course we are. But I'm just curious, when you had that conversation, was he trying to overcome the opinions that he heard or not?
No, he was trying to convince me over our coffee that the happy drink changed his life. And I'm like, no, it didn't.
Oh, he didn't stick around.
Man. No, he did not. There was nothing from our conversation and like nothing changed. It was like, and it's funny because we had 20 minutes scheduled. I cut it off like after 6 or 7 because it was like, Nope, because we can't get off the happy drink.
Well, dude, and that just goes to prove our exact point. He was there to sell this fucking happy drink.
Well, yes, 100%. Yes.
That's all, because he got on the show by talking about helping people not commit suicide and fucking almost didn't talk about it.
Well,
I mean, what more important fucking you're gonna switch to a fucking drink when we're talking about helping men not commit suicide? Crow, for the love of Christ. That was a setup.
Yeah. Jimmy, run this David Alexander video. Check this out, boys.
I need to go to bed. Just go to fucking bed. We know if you drink alcohol, it's probably going to fuck your sleep up. If you eat like shit an hour before bed, it's probably going to fuck your sleep up, right? We know what works and what doesn't work, but everybody's searching for that one magic thing, and it's not that fucking hard. It's just we have everyone confusing everyone, and everyone stressing everyone else out, and everyone creating fear that it's like, I need this peptide, I need this, I got to plunge. What if I plunge 4 minutes? And it's not that hard, man. Cold water has its benefits. This is how long you should plunge. Sauna has its benefits. This is how long you should do it. Processed food can kill you. Sugar can kill you. Alcohol can kill you, right? Well, where's the moderation? All right, well, let's talk about it.
Marty?
Yeah, so he also mentioned that he stopped wearing his Oura ring because he got so obsessed with it. And it's like, he was like, I just need to take it back to the basics pretty much.
I heard that from a few people, actually. Yes.
Yeah, and I think, I see with my clients, they'll be like, oh, I forgot my watch. It doesn't matter if you forgot your watch. Just get the work in. It's okay. Like
that's exactly, brother. That is the message I've been fucking talking about from the jump.
Yeah.
So I think I was just gonna say I think there needs to be emphasis on just doing the right things, getting the results, and moving on, or keeping it for the rest of your life. That's what I mean.
Well, that's exactly it. If that thing was on the totem pole, 10th or 11th down there, it serves a purpose. Yeah. But when it gets visited before the top 10 are executed, it's a distraction.
Absolutely.
I think I'm a good example of this, if I can maybe speak through my experience. So I'm all about the data. You guys know I'm a tech nerd, so I'm a nerdy guy. So I've always chased these things. I always have. But I will tell you that as I've aged and as I keep learning, it's hard for me not to lean into what Alexander says, because at the end of the day, everything I keep learning keeps supporting what I've already known. You see what I mean? Like everything that I keep trying to find the magic solution, it always goes back to what I know. Okay, get to sleep on time, get my hydration, this. It's boring, but it works. So do I use this? 100%. Like, for example, Johnny, today, when we've been laughing about the sleep score. So John today got an 81. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I was as good as yesterday. So it's funny, Marty, because John and Keith are actually wondering, how do I get 100? Like, so, it's telling me I got an 81 through 83, but I feel great. Like, what do I got to do to get to 100? So the flip side of that is, it's like, should I be feeling crappy about myself? Play with me here, Marty. Should I feel crappy about myself because I haven't got 100 yet? It's telling me that I got an 83. So that to me is where it kind of gets delicate with how it can fuck with your head.
Yeah, Marty, and I don't know how you speak up after he says, "Play with me, Marty."
Johnny, I'm so used to this shit now. It doesn't even faze me now. I'm like,
it's like he's
there's Keith. He's like there's Keith doing what he does.
He has these deja vus. He's back at his fucking funny farm with his uncle fucking father.
Some people, you just gotta let them do their thing. There's no changing them at this point. He's 53. The guy is who he is. He talks how he talks.
We're teaching old dog new tricks. We're teaching Johnny new tricks every single day, Marty. But what were you saying, Marty? So what do you say to the comment about the sleep score thing, Marty? It's
man, I wouldn't get obsessed with it, but I think you can get lost in the sauce. I think maybe not you, but I think a lot of people can get lost in the sauce and. Let me go to bed earlier. Maybe I need 10 hours of sleep, instead of 8,
But I will flip the coin though, Marty, because maybe, I know that I had my opinion in the early days, and I know, Marty, you did too, about even the Ozempic thing going, oh, it's a shortcut. However, if it does teach somebody the first step to maybe calling John about peptides or calling you to get coaching, maybe that is helpful. So maybe somebody needs to buy the ring or the watch to have them recognize that it's their first step in their journey to contact you guys.
That's what, 2% of people probably?
Fair.
That are going to that solution. Most people are on Ozempic because they think it's a way to bypass working out and all that shit.
Let's
be honest.
No, you're absolutely correct.
I reacted to a video on my podcast yesterday. There was a girl.
Yep.
She was taking Eptide. I think that's
generation 2. Yeah, that's the generation 1 was Ozempic or semaglutide. Generation 2 was Eptide, which would have been Mounjaro.
Okay, yeah. So she was taking that, and it's like, I ain't going to no damn gym. I'm taking Eptide.
What the fuck? Really?
I'll send you the video. I reacted to it last night. And
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. That behavior pattern weaves through her whole fucking life.
Yes.
It's not just that. It's everything. I'm not gonna fucking do this. I don't have to do this. Constantly looking for the fucking easy way. That's her life.
So what kind of change is she going to get with? Is she going to get a change with that approach? How does that work?
Well, it really depends. I mean, if she keeps that shortcut mentality, no. What these things do is they give you the opportunity to fucking restructure shit. You know.
So you still got to do the simple shit, pretty much.
Well, you figure like this. Think of it like this. If you take something that stifles you from wanting to eat shit and eat too much, right? But you don't actually change the habits. Like you're still going to McDonald's. You're just eating fucking one Happy Meal rather than 2, right? The idea is you take this stuff. You don't have the urge for this fucking food anymore. Food becomes less important. You fucking go to Subway. You go to the net. You start working your way back to a better lifestyle. So the person that just constantly looks for the easy way out like this, then when she stops taking it, there's been nothing that's changed. So she'll go right back where she was, usually plus some. Because then you get the yo-yo effect where she lost, let's just say you lost 50 pounds. Well, fuck, she lost 20 pounds of muscle. So when she gains her 50 pounds back, you know what's not coming back? That muscle.
Not coming back.
That's right. So she's just a fatter version of herself.
So what I was saying was, I think that's most people's approach who go to this stuff.
Well, but again, most people are looking for the easy way.
Okay. Yes. All right. We're on the same page then. All right.
Yeah. It's
scientists